Hi guys, it's time for Tackle here on 3 Extra. My name is Kawawa and I'm here with
Lexis.
Now today we are discussing the World Cup. After 48 matches in the group stages, all the African teams are out. Some top names are also out of the competition, including Germany. Argentina just went through the skin of their teeth. Lexis, how has the group stage been for you?
It's been an interesting World Cup from huge surprises to seeing certain teams that we had a lot of promise for not do very well in the World Cup. So it's been one of surprise, one where we saw certain teams show exceptional potential. We saw some teams show a bit of character, the likes of Mexico. Were able to come to the tournament and light it up. So this tournament has been one where the favourites disappointed, but some minnows and underdogs really stood out exceptionally.
Well, I really like the World Cup for the fact that the star players that we expected to see have also decided to turn up on the big stage and are delivering. Cristiano Ronaldo already has 4 goals. Harry Kane, who keeps scoring, also has 5 goals. And Lionel Messi had his problems, but he also scored. Even Mohamed Salah got a goal in the World Cup. So it just goes to show that the big players are also trying to make a name for themselves. But what do you also make of the African sides? I mean, Egypt, Tunisia, Nigeria, Senegal, and for the first time since 1982, there's no African in the round of 16 stage.
I thought that was very abysmal. During the qualifiers, we felt that the teams that are qualified from Africa to go to the World Cup stage were ones that could potentially carry the flag of Africa very high. And we had high hopes for Nigeria. We had even more higher hopes for Egypt because we had seen them in the qualifiers and the brand of football that they had put on display was one where we had confidence in. But to see them at the World Cup stage, where they were both abysmal in their performance, they were both abysmal in their character, and even in their appearances, it was very abysmal to see. Senegal, I mean, you can't make so many complaints about them. They only went out of the World Cup because of a fair play vote. So it was one where we didn't expect African teams to go there and perform this abysmal. It was shambolic. It was one where we live to regret. But hopefully, in the next World Cup, we'll go and do better than we did in Russia.
Well, exactly. The next World Cup, we might certainly do better. But Tunisia added to their one World Cup win. The first World Cup win came in 1978. It was Africa's first World Cup win at the tournament when they beat Mexico by 3-1. And then they got another win in this World Cup against Panama in the final group stage game. But they're also out of the tournaments there. And all the African teams certainly are also out. But let's go to the round of 16 pairings now. This is where this is the business end of things, and I mean where the teams have been thrown into the sharp end really. There's France, Argentina, there's Uruguay, Portugal, there's Sweden, Switzerland, there's Colombia, England, and then there's a chance for Mexico to take on Brazil. Which one of these will you pick out as the top one for you?
I think the biggest games are for tomorrow, Saturday, which involves Uruguay, which involves Argentina as well. So I think the Argentine game is a game where a lot of people like yourself and I will be looking forward to seeing Lionel Messi probably bring his star quality onto the World Cup stage. In the group stages, it's been a bit abysmal. It is an opportunity for him to be able to make a case for the Ballon d'Or. Also for Ronaldo against Uruguay, it will be an opportunity to show to everybody that the 4 goals that he scored in the group stage weren't by fluke. Yeah. For Uruguay, it will be another opportunity to show the likes of Suarez and Cavani to show to everybody that, hey, we are playing against Ronaldo in Portugal, but I mean, we are one of the pre-tournament favourites, and rightly so. So the games on Saturday are huge games, but I mean, an interest point for you and I again will be for the England game against Colombia. Yeah. You look at England and you see the young players coming up. These are players that we have hope for being the next generation for England. So they would want to set a precedent in this World Cup. So the quarterfinal games, I mean, every single game has the kind of involvement that allows you to be able to enjoy the World Cup. So I think the one of the games will be very interesting.
Well, certainly very, very interesting there. But I mean, Lexis, let's just try to pick out the teams that will make the quarterfinal. And France, Argentina?
That's a very difficult one. I mean, earlier on when we were having discussions of sets, what we were discussing was that Argentina have Lionel Messi, but France has the better team. So my heart says that Argentina is going to qualify. My head is saying that the players and the star quality that exists in the France team would give France the edge, but don't count Lionel Messi out. I think Argentina might win this one.
Argentina. Uruguay, Portugal?
That was a very, very tough one. I think in regular time it probably might be a draw, but I mean, if you have Cavani and you have Chavez in your setup and you have Thoreira in midfield, the tendency of you win is very high. So I think Uruguay might come out on this one as well.
Right, so Uruguay and Argentina are Lexis' first picks for the quarterfinal. Lexis, let's go to Brazil, Mexico.
That is the toughest one. I mean, they're one of the shining lights in this World Cup has been Mexico. To come about against a Brazil setup that hasn't done too well in this World Cup, where Coutinho has been the star player for the team, regardless of Neymar being on the team. It goes to show you that this World Cup is one where the star players have struggled. So Mexico against Brazil, I think Brazil might win this one. But Mexico have shown a bit more potential, and they might give a bit more struggle to Brazil.
Well, of all the round of 16 games, I think this one is like the one that is cut out, where you know this guy might be the eventual winner. Belgium, Japan.
I think Belgium's going to win this one.
Colombia, England.
Another tough one. I think you and I have a close affinity for England. I think England. I'll be rooting for them to be able to win this one.
Let's go to Sweden, Switzerland.
It's a tough one. My Arsenal bias means that I'm going to say Switzerland is going to win. So Switzerland wins this one.
Switzerland will win this one. So that's Lexis' picks there. Also, I think I might certainly go with him as well. And although I'll choose France over Argentina, and then I'll choose Portugal over Uruguay also in there. I think Sweden will edge Switzerland in their game as well. England certainly will win against Colombia, and Brazil over Mexico, as well as Belgium will go over Japan also. On this note, we come to the end of another edition of Tackle. My name is Kawawa. I'm here always with
Lexis.
And follow us on Twitter at 3sportsgh, and also subscribe to this channel.